starting the next?
Someone had said that Ian Rotten was supposed to originally get the developmental. Was that true?
I don't know, but Ian Rotten's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
If you want me to talk about Ian Rotten, fuck him. I'll say anything about him. If he wants to come find me, I will stomp his fucking guts out. Fuck him. I hope this is on tape. Show this motherfucker. He got scared of me when I was running my own company and told Too Tough Tony that he thought I was going to like shoot him with a fucking gun. No, what was going to happen was me and Tracy Smothers was going to ride over to one of his shows, go in his locker room, yank him out, and start whooping ass. That's what was going to happen. Tracy didn't like that cocksucker either. Me and Tracy got to talk, got to be pretty good friends, and we was both pizza delivery drivers and stuff. And me and Tracy, we both just hated this son of a bitch. I couldn't stand him. Just such a piece of shit. When we used to run shows at the Gardens, he would be out there him and all his wrestlers would be out there trying to put flyers on the car. Cornette would come and he'd be like, Vito, Guido, because me and Guido from Portland, we got sent to handle shit.
Right.
But and I wasn't pissed off at Ian at this time. I'd known him I'd played softball against him and stuff a few years before. And before I got into wrestling, we used to go rent his ring. You know, we used to rent his ring, Danny's ring, anywhere we could rent a ring, get in and goof off. Mm-hmm. So I knew him. So I go out and I got Guido and 3 or 4 other guys. And we go out and they're standing out in front of Louisville Gardens. And Guido's got his wrench. And I went up to him. I was like, look, dude, I was like, Cornette's flipping out back here. And things are going to get really ugly if y'all don't pull these fucking flyers off this car. I said, there's more boys coming. And, I had my wrench. Guido had his wrench. And was like, look, dude, don't want no shit. Just get your shit and left. And he fucking pussied out and left. Because you know what? He's a fucking pussy. He is a fucking pussy. And I don't give a fuck getting an ass whooping. Send him over to whoop my old ass. I don't care, but I know he can't. Fuck him, man. When Danny and him had this working relationship where some of the talent worked for Ian and Trash, Nick, Jason Lee, I can't remember if it was somebody else, but they had a gig out at the old Kmart on Dixie, which Danny ran before Ian did. But they had a gig out there, and words were starting to get thrown, but the boys wanted a payday, and they were already booked for it. So Danny's like, "Can any of y'all go with him?" So of course, me and Guido. And so me and Guido were there sitting in the back, and we just watched to make sure that nobody did anything to Trash, Nick, or Jason. And nobody did anything. Ian's all fucking fluff. He's all talk. He's all big shit. He always had a money mark to pay for the talent that he brought in. And he had some hellified talent there and stuff. But, the thing about that blood and guts shit, by the time you've seen it, if you start the show off with all of the blood and guts and all the stuff, by the time you get to the main event of a 4.5 hour show, your fans are sitting there with their thumb up their ass. But nothing ever happened to that. And I seen him one time. My kids wanted to go to a pay-per-view, and they had this church out on Taylor Boulevard that used to be $5, and it was a Catholic church, so you could buy beer and get fish sandwiches. So I was all right, give me a fish sandwich and some beer.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I go in there and I got my kids with him and with me, and he had his kid Spoiled Rotten. That's his kid's name.
Spoiled Rotten.
Yeah, he had Spoiled Rotten with him, and I saw him, and I was walking to go find a seat for the kids, and I walked by him and looked, and he just looked down. He was sitting on the side with his feet kind of hanging up on like a bleacher on the side, and I looked at him, and he looked down, and his feet, looking at his feet dangling there. He never said a damn word to me. I was always, and Danny, there was a lot of heat there between IWA and OVW back in the day, a lot of heat, and Danny put it into my head that wrestling was garbage, and Rip put it into my head that wrestling was garbage. And, I was just ready to bust him in the mouth. And I would, I'm not a violent man, but I will fucking Will Smith the shit out of him. You know, and like I said, I'm not trying to be a badass. And, you know, I know it's a big PC world and whatnot, but I don't know. He was just a douchebag. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Ian Rotten. Fuck you. Fuck the Baltimore Orioles. Fuck you, douchebag.
All right. Well, thank you for this episode.
You're welcome. If he wants my goddamn address, I'll give it to him. If he wants my address, phone number. I live in Portland. I live in Portland right across from, you know, I live in Portland. Come on down, baby. Come on down.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
And if you end up whooping my ass, I got two big old boys that are bigger than me and a fucking mean ass pit bull and a fucking rooster that'll fuck you up.
You say a rooster?
I got a rooster.
That's awesome. Well, once again,
Guy,
thank you, Vito Andretti.
Gotta love cock.
We do appreciate your stories, and we will see you again next time on the Donut Hole.
I'll be here.
Thank you. Hey everybody, it's Morty.
And it's Brian.
And we want to thank you for watching the Donut Hole with Vito Andretti. If you could, click subscribe and make sure you punch that bell icon so that you get notified every time a new video drops on our channel. Once again, we want to thank you for watching
The Donut Hole.
We'll see you next week.